Hello guys, Zanitor here, and welcome back to Coffeeville. In the last episode, we actually managed to get a couple of things, like a couple of neighborhoods really up and running. So I think this time we're going to be able to fill in this area quite a bit. I mean, it all seems to be running okay. I don't think anything's become too big of a shortcut like through here to where it's annoying or going to be an issue, hopefully. I think depending on where people are coming from, it'll work itself out. So that's my hope. I do feel like this might become a bit of an area where people sort of just blast through to get over here quickly. And if it comes down to it, I'm actually not opposed to upgrading this to a 4-lane, even with the housing on it. Because, I mean, it still kind of makes sense. Like, I don't think it's terribly, unheard of to have something like that. So I think I'll do that. Just so we don't have to worry about traffic in the future. And then I think you can also... okay, so I see you can kind of do that. So yeah, I can have that as a dedicated turning lane going that way and that way, which is great. So that makes life a little bit better. Same with here. We got one going each way, so it kind of divides that up nicely. But that should keep that flowing, I think, a lot better. So that is good. And one thing I will do here, just because they don't seem to be obeying typical traffic laws, we'll do that where they have to yield on this side, of course, and then have that be done. And I'm going to do this here as well. I don't know if you do that shift click thing, if this works here. Oh, Lord, what did I do? Okay, I think that actually worked. Oh, wow. Okay, nice. It worked a lot better than I thought it was going to, so sure. I hadn't used that yet, so that's very interesting. Ah, okay. So I guess you click the main road and then it decides from that? I don't know. But nonetheless, that is pretty cool. So one thing I may do, even though I said I wanted to keep it sort of separated, I think I'm going to... I just looked at this and decided, so, if it's a bad move, that's my own fault. So we do have a bit of a backup here. We may have too many buses for the area, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start upgrading some of these roads, like so. So just like the main one going in and out here, I'm going to upgrade this to a 4-lane. As you can see, it is getting busy. I think it's just kind of expected right now. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to go ahead and do what I'd said I probably wasn't going to do. And connect it up there. Just because, I don't know, I just, it feels right. It feels right to do. I'm not going to question why, I guess, but it feels like what I wanted to do with it. So that's my justification, and I'm sticking to it. But let's do that so people move through there quick enough, or yeah, swiftly enough. I think that's going to work okay. I could turn this into a roundabout if I do desire. That might not be such a bad idea considering it's getting rather busy. In fact, I think that's what I want to do just out of pure principle of it's getting busy. I'm going to turn my volume a little bit down. There we go. That's better. It's a little too loud to me old ears. But let's go ahead and do... So we want 2-lane highway. Let's see, can we make it... Well, I think we can make it a little turbo roundabout essentially here. So that's what we're going to do. And then I think with that builder, I do believe it automatically does this correctly. It does indeed. Perfect. So there we go. And then I may... apologies for you just building up, but I'm going to take those away because I want to make sure that no one's stopping directly beside of this, because I think that's going to be a big mistake otherwise. And this one is a bit of an issue, I believe mostly because pedestrians, but I believe I have a way to solve this. So at least starting out, we're going to have a way for them to get over this. That's step number 1 for sure. So elevation, yeah, we'll keep it at that. Oh, wow. That looks really nice. That is actually really well done. I didn't expect that. I expected it to be a lot more plain, but look how many people are going over that already. That is an intense amount of people, so that's good to see. We are having a block, a little bit of a block because of this bus. So what I'm wondering is if I can come in here. We're actually at my favorite bit of the game now, which is traffic management. And there we go. We're a big town, which you can already tell with our traffic. But no, let's do this. So this is right only. This one can go here, but only if it, absolutely has to. So let's speed that up. Obviously, the bus is a bit of a pain. I thought it had like a little indentation there for it to like kind of go into, but let's see. Do we have a good bus road? Granted, I've never used these bus roads very, very well, so this could be a mistake if I do this. But it feels correct. Let's see, was this how? Okay, so it's a rather big area to take up, so that's something to bear in mind. It is clearing up, though. It is clearing up. I think as more things are coming in, I think it's getting better. And granted, we will have metro soon, so that we may not have to worry about the bus as much. But what I will do for the time being is I'm going to actually move this stop just down to here instead. So at least there's a little bit more time to adjust to that. But I like how that's looking. I think that's really nice, actually. And let me go ahead and I don't know if they're okay. They are stopping there, just not very well. But let's do that so they know that they can do what they need there. Okay, so I think that's good. Just kind of looking around, see if there's anything I want to change. One thing I would like, while I'm looking at it, is I wish there was a quick way to turn that off. I'm sure there is. I just saw that car going across there. We won't question it. But there we go. We have that ability now. I've never seen so many parked cars before. I gotta say, I don't quite remember this many. But hey, I mean, I guess it means we're doing something right? Maybe? Who knows? Alright, what's the issue here? 25% full, 26%. Why is it such an issue with garbage? I really don't know. You think it'd be a bit more... Is it just our... I mean, it can be the process that is, because when we're close enough... Maybe I just need one closer this way. Maybe I'll build a little offshoot. Literally just with an alley. To here, why not? I'm not sure if I really like the fact that I'm going to be doing it there though, but we'll see. And then let's do 2 of those back to back. So they'll be our little workforce for that area. I feel like I need to overdo it instead of under develop that for now. So we just can't build past around that bit, so that's fine. I don't think that'll be an issue. Oh, offices. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. We may not have the education just yet for this, but hey, they're already popping in. And that's what we want to see. So let's just go ahead and add all this in. Now, one thing I am now considering, and I'm sure everyone's noticed, the 4-lane may actually not, or well, doesn't, it seems. Doesn't have the ability to allow any parking on it. So when people are wanting to go to the shops and such, they don't have the ability to park. And I just about guarantee that's the issue now. So I've never noticed that before, hilariously. But I think that means that I may need to reconsider some of my road choices now. Yeah, without parking spaces. See that? I've not noticed that before, which is funny. So I could do the parking lots. I don't know if that actually alleviates the parking issue. Really? I like to believe it would. So this is a big parking lot. Okay, I see. So let's say I just wanted to do a quick little parking lot right here. Just like a real tiny one. Don't necessarily like how that looks, like the difference between it, but just to see kind of how it turns out. Now, I don't know if this necessarily works like I'm gonna, or is gonna work like I desire, but we'll see. It's hard to get this just right. I'm gonna say something like that. And then if I want to nudge that at all, I can just... There's a way to do it. Oh boy. Thought there was a way to do it a little bit more gently. There we go. Alright, so that actually... That works. Okay. Huh. I didn't realize that worked so well, so that's good to know. And I don't think it's zone... no, it's not zonable. Okay. I thought it was zonable for half a second there. I was like, whoa. Whole new world. But yeah, so that's good to know. Obviously, that only gives me what, like... I don't even know, like 20 parking spaces if that, so... I'll have to find a better way. So I think it's going to be upgrading the roads to something different. I do, however, have roads that could have parking on it, but it's not the easiest thing to use in the world, I'll be honest. Although I think you don't even have to put the spaces down if you don't want to. But let's see if we can find something more fitting. So what is this one? This one's tram with parking lots. So this has parking spaces, a 4-lane road. What else do we have? So yeah, we have the big roads, of course, that also has parking spaces. What is in here? Is this my... Okay, so that's my concrete barriers. What do I have hidden in here? These little guys. So this is, yeah, that's just the spots. And yeah, these are the parkable, I guess is the way to say it. The roads that will allow you to park. But yeah, it's not high traffic really. So I wish I could allow it somehow on here, or like have this but with it. But maybe that's just a sign needing to upgrade to the larger one. So I think we're gonna go add the 6-lane road to certain places, which that obviously makes it a little bit more, you know, sketchy in certain aspects when it comes to we'll have to worry about traffic lights and that kind of thing. But then again, we get there when we get there, so we'll figure it out when we get there, is basically what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's not like this is going terribly, but yeah, they're having to park far away and walk far. So yeah, let's go ahead and just start doing this. I realize it takes away a lot of the businesses and everything, but if it means for a better future, maybe it's worth it. So yeah, we're going to have to do some real big changes around here, I think. But that's fun. It's kind of part of the game. Well, it is part of the game. What's in the way? The dog park. Let's put the dog park here. Oh, we're actually running out of sewage availability. That's a surprising one. Well, I guess we can put one over here somewhere. I guess right here seems fitting, and then just hook that on up. Actually, I don't even know if it went away. I think I might just had a little panic. Oh well. Oh well. It's upgraded nonetheless for the future. So yeah, this is going to definitely take a good bit of configuring just to make sure we get it where it needs to be. So what's in the way here? I actually don't know. It's like, what is any of these things something special? Doesn't look like it. So what makes it? I'll just Oh, I see. That makes more sense. There we go. And delete that. And then we can just... we just do that. There we go. We get there in the end. Oh, feels terrible doing this. So I might leave it like that just for going under there. I think it'll be alright. Again, things that could be maybe altered later. Or maybe let me alter it now. I feel like waiting till later is just asking for trouble. What is this? Police station? Okay, you go there now. That's where you now live. Okay. Trying to figure out how to get it through here nicely enough. Okay. And then let me just do this. As if I can... There we go. I always struggle with that for some reason. Some very, very odd reason. And maybe I'll keep that, because I don't want to do it everywhere, but obviously I have to in certain areas. Now it's fixing this mess. As always, but that's fun. Which this actually doesn't add a lot, which is odd. Is this just people wanting to... excuse me? Hello? I don't... Where are you? What just happened? I'm pretty sure that's not how that's supposed to work. Is it you? Nope. You? Nope. I think. There we go. My gosh. You know, that was a little bit big for the area. I gotta be honest. Oh gosh. That must have been from some weird download or something. See, this is the problem with assets sometimes. You download too many, then that happens. I have to keep an eye on that one, I guess. Oops. Alright, now. That was goofy. So where's... Yeah, so this bit's getting real busy. Which, I mean, I'm not too upset by, as long as it doesn't get busy for no reason, because it's starting to actually mellow out. We don't actually have lots of anything, which is interesting, which I think is okay if we have it set up correctly, which so far, yes, I think that's what's helping. This needs to be changed the other way, though. Yeah, that is good. That is good. There we go. Good. Good. Yeah. So why are the buses not matching up? So it's for this one, which is interesting. It's just because it doesn't have a way to turn around anymore, or... That's a good question. We'll have to figure this one out. Let's see. So is that the... So that's this bus line. So why... I don't actually know. I'm not able to tell you. I forget how to actually just be able to connect it up again. I may delete the line, and I know this is going to upset a lot of people. Is the Old Town Loop still good? It is indeed. So I may take away the Ring Road one as well, which again, very upset, but that's fine. Because we're going to kind of move over to the Metro anyways now. So I think that's what we'll start with. And, yeah, let's see if we can find a beginning area, I guess, for this one. I guess that's going to be ideal. I'm trying to decide if I want to use an above ground one or just use one of these. Using one of these is always a smarter move, but it's always fun when you can use the above ground ones. This is obviously close to some housing and stuff, but at the same time, kind of okay with it. It's more for fun. I could do over here, because then I can kind of pull that together from there. So I could feasibly bring a station over to here. Got teleported there. So there's that, and then I could have maybe one that connects up over to here. Try to find a good place where it won't disturb too many. Perhaps, yeah, I mean, perhaps just like literally here would be ideal. And let me make this raised as well, just because I think it's going to be a necessity. Alright, so let's get the track. Can we go underground? We can indeed. And we'll see if we can do this relatively. There we go. Oh, I see it's just going up little steps at a time, which makes sense. So let me turn this off so I can just get it nice and close there. There we go. And then, yeah, I think coming out this way, I might keep this one fully above ground just literally because I've talked about this before, but I really just love the aesthetics of above ground lines and things like that. It just, I think it looks a lot nicer, like kind of like the Chicago loop, like all of that. I like how that looks. It's just very different for what I'm used to. So we'll have one that goes from there to there and back, and then one from here to here and back. And that's going to kind of do a lot more people there, so I think that's going to be great. And we're going to add, if we can here, we'll go to the buses, and we can add a stop right out front. And that should be perfect. That should help us a lot. Adding it right before an intersection, I'm sure that was a genius idea that no one will question at any point. Okay. So yeah, one thing I do need to do here that I can see is adding some sort of a way through here, which I'm actually going to try this. So I'm going to do that. The reason I'm doing it this way, I know it doesn't look very nice, but I'm hoping that I can do this in a way to make people go across here instead. Let me see if I can cheat this a little bit. Seeing if I can make people go across here instead of going any other way that, you know, will kind of screw up the traffic. Oh, I'm trying to find this little node. There we go. So I can bring it that way and just kind of pretend it's like stairs instead, or just a really steep slope. That also works. And I might bring this out more like that, just to sort of make it look a little bit more together. And then over here, oops, getting teleported slightly. Let me go back on this. And there we go, we can connect that back up, so we don't have to worry about that so much. Excuse me. So I do think that is better. At least I hope. Always hoping. Alright, so that is good. I don't think we have any traffic issues anymore, at least. Not there. So that's better. I think having this parking is helping tremendously, so that's a start. This is still very busy. I don't know if it's... I think it is just because I've made it a perfect cut through to here. I think that's all it is. I think I've made a little bit of a mistake there. But what I'm considering is, because you can't park off of it, I'm considering making this a 4-lane. So everything will go nice and quick through here. And, you know, more, I don't know, dedicated to turning lanes and all that good stuff. I feel like that'll work out a little bit better, but we'll see. We shall see. Let's, yeah, do that for now. And then, may take that away. Oops, sorry. Oopsie. Put that there. Alright. No Gigantor office buildings again, hopefully. We seem to be fine for now, so that's good. Good for the time being, at least. And now, I don't know if... I don't have trains yet still, do I? Sadly, no. Do I have any sort of... No, I don't have any sort of cargo yet. We do have the mail service, which I kind of forgot about, so the post office. This is always a really fun one to have. And by fun, I just kind of mean a necessity. Let's see, let's put it there, and then we'll dot some post offices around just because they are very, very useful. Like, we can sort of stick one there, makes them a lot happier. It may have a little bit of noise, but I'm sure they're happier to have a post office than they are about, you know, than they care about the noise. Or at least I would be. Or maybe I wouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. But that's good, I think. So we'll go with that. And then just seeing if there's anything else that I kind of feel... Ooh, we have unlocked some of this stuff. Neat. That's always fun to get those. So we're just seeing if there's anything. Like, we have the big hospitals now. So we could always make like a little complex for that. I assume that this is already being fairly well used. Yeah, so this will probably be the least used one for now. But it's doing well. And my little intersection builder, does it work on like this? Oh my god, it does. I mean, it's for roundabouts, but... certainly. That's really funny. Okay. Well, I didn't quite expect that. Okay, so it does work. I want to see what the tunnel looks like, so I'm going to do that over here. Oh, okay, so that's different for sure. Let's move that over to here, and then we can perhaps... I'm not opposed to still having... Oh, okay. That's fun, actually. That works. Accidentally, but yes. I mean, the thing is, I love these. I think they're so useful. You know, it keeps people from clogging up traffic, so if it takes losing a couple of buildings for that, so be it. I am fine with it. I mean, look how much this is helping here. Like, this would be an absolute, just horrific looking area otherwise, so I think I'm going to do the same here. So I'm going to go ahead and say it can do it, but I don't think I want the tunnels. I mean, the tunnels are cool, but again, I really like to be able to see everything and see all the people walking, so I'm going to do that instead. So there we go, we got that. I might as well just do all of these. And then, you know, it can sort of, well, literally it can sort itself out and take the buildings away if it wants. If there's something weird, I can always fix it later on. But I love that. I think that's such a nice mod. That's probably one of the better made mods that I can think of. Just for pure, simple, beautiful use. Something you never think that you would want, but here we are. Here we are. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's a lot better, actually. I mean, yeah, how many people are already using it is crazy. And it actually kind of works with this, so I'm okay with that. I don't think I could have built that in a normal way, but that's fine. And already 53 people serviced on that, so that's great. We do have uni now, so if we want to make a university, I think that would be smart. Now, while I am able, I probably should go ahead and upgrade some of these roads to this instead. There we go. So since we're at a good spot to go ahead and do this, I think that it's wise. And unfortunately, I did that a little too early. But that's alright. That's an easy one to edit at least. So, yeah, it's a little bit close, but the thing is, if you press Control A, you can do anything. You know what I'm saying? And then move this down. There we go. It's like there never was an issue. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, then bring that to there. Then there we go. Perfect. It's not beautiful. It's not like it had it, but it's functional. Much like myself. Alright. So let's go ahead and I think we will do, yeah, let's do something kind of funky. So let's say we have one bit here. Let me turn on the guidelines and such. So we'll do this. So that can be where the university itself will sit. And I think we'll just do actually this one's pretty grand looking. So let's do that. And that made everybody happy, which is great. So we have that. And then we can sort of come off here. And this will be the parking that everyone so desperately needs all around it. So I think that'll be good. And not quite centered there, but I think that is enough. Let's just do that. I think that's better. And what we'll do is we can give this its own, like, you know, they usually have a university police department. So let's say we have something like kind of small. We do actually have one that's literally just small. So maybe that's ideal. Maybe we can do the same with the police department here. Local fire station. Don't mind if I do. And then for the rest of it, we can maybe do like a little bit some high density here, which is interesting. And I like to pretend that this high density residential is more like the student housing. So we'll throw a little bit of that in. And then the office buildings for all of them as well. So there we go. So we actually have some high density coming in, which is really fun. Like I said before, this is probably going to be our big high density area, so we'll see how that goes. And I think I've decided to not do that. I think it will be a mistake to do to connect that. I think they do need to actually go here and go on this, at least for the time being. We're not going to make it just yet, but I think the next episode will be us making the, I guess, downtown touristy, or high, I guess, trying to think of what to call it. I guess the high density area, essentially, for lack of a better term. And then we can actually do this, which is great. We can go back under here, connect up. Then, I know this isn't the most direct way, but it works. So there to there and back. So we have our university line as well, which is grand. So that's going to be pretty good, actually, I think. I look forward to actually having cargo as well, because I usually don't play on a place that actually has this much water to do all this, so I think that's going to be very fun as well. Is this like a thing that will be like, oh, okay, so you can just straight up delete it. Okay, cool. I thought it would be like, are you sure you want to delete this? And maybe it'd be like something fun, but no. Not at all. Good to know, though. Good to know. Alright, so all of this is sort of chugging away, doing what it needs. We have a huge demand for, well, pretty much everything. But what I might do a little bit, just something I do like to do, I might start turning a little bit of this, like streets at a time, kind of like this, just into some high density area. But just like little bits of it, nothing like Not like an entire area, but I feel like this area is pretty good for it. Since it's kind of already, yeah, built for it, really. So we're going to do that one, and let's do this one as well. And once that kind of, there we go. Just make sure we got it all. So that can become that. I think I'm going to take this away, because I think it's just going to cause more issues than anything else. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come in here and do this instead. So they have that there. And then, why not? We'll just cheekily kind of put it in there. Maybe same with this bit. We'll slowly take some of this away since it's right around the metro station. And put in some high density instead. I wish that building would go away by now, but it's taking a sweet time. There we go. So I think that is better. Now, are a lot of people walking this one? No, not at all. Okay, good. Good. So that is better, most certainly. So quite a lot of people going in there, as expected, let's be honest, but I'm happy to see that at least. If I ever need another exit from there, I think that'll be mighty easy. All I got to do is literally just come down here and add like another one, so I think that's fine. But this is looking quite fun. Just a little bit different and nice to see. And since we have the availability, I think if we do this, it could look quite fun. So if I go to single, there we go. All the crazy tapping sounds in the world, but it always looks nicer having all this, so. Perfect. I'm sure that's not going to lag my game at all. Okay, that might be wrong. I might need to do that differently. Perfect. Maybe there's some other fun way to fill that in, actually. Maybe there's something else better we can put in there. Let's go down to, yeah, single size. That rock just goes right through there. So maybe we can, there you go, one big rock. And some vegetation. Ah, yeah, that made all the difference. It looks terrible. What else we got? Man, I've got a lot of props, which is always nice. Let's not hit it with the natural disaster, though. I don't think that'll be as fun. I mean, it'll be very fun, but in a completely different way. So, we don't want to do that. Not yet, at least. That's for a different time. I hate how it does that. Like, puts the sand under it. Like, I just want it to look nice. Why do you do this? Certainly there's some way to fix that, but I don't know it. Let's see. I can do this for the time being. I mean, I don't have like the prop line tool, so this isn't going to be the most accurate thing in the world. But it'll be better than nothing. I mean, that's not the most accurate placement there, was it? What was that? Alt? Oops, that's the Windows key. That didn't quite help me, I'll be honest. Oh, which one's like... There's one that's like super sensitive, I thought. Oh, no. That's good enough for me, though. From afar, it's fine. Probably didn't even need to mess with it, but, you know, I'm determined. So is this already... Wow, that's already some big residential there, actually. That's great. So yeah, that's, I think, a lot nicer already, so I'm happy with that. I am happy with that, indeed. But, yeah, I think this is coming together pretty nicely. This is... Oh, okay, I thought that was the other way around. I thought this was, like, indented instead of up on the ridge. That's a bit weird looking, but sure, why not? Someone had a Jeep, so got to show off, of course. Alright, so... I didn't really build... I mean, I built for sure, but I didn't build in the way I thought I was going to. It was more... sort of setting up the metro and like other sort of different little bits. So it was a different day than I expected, but I think that's fun. But I think that leads me to, that leads me happy to have this and to have the metro, let's be honest. I've already got quite a few people using it, and we have quite a few students in it as well, which is great for our hopes of good education and getting people in these office jobs. So that is a good sign, and hopefully being able to take away this industry, which will happen fairly quickly, let's be honest. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Monument says 65,000. So yeah, it's a bit of a ways away, but that's fine. That's where this is going to come in handy to probably get like, if this is housing nearly 7,000 people, I think this will easily do 20 to 30,000 in high density. So, if not more. So that's going to be very fun, but we will do that next time. So I will go ahead and end that there for now, so we can do that when we come back, of course. And we got to change this. It's after Christmas now. Is that like is this like New Year's, or is that Mardi Gras? I don't know. I don't know if that's for Mardi Gras, but we'll go with what one looks good. What do we like? We could have the hipster one, the Albert Einstein one, the elf one. Again, maybe that's a bit out of time. You know what? Let's go with the grandma. I feel like that's fitting for, this January. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys in the next episode, and goodbye.